Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. And if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We have lots of great content on the channel right now, lots of great interviews, lots of great content on the way. I just did an interview with the Russian Nightmare pro wrestling legend, Nikita Koloff. That's coming out this Sunday. Lots of great stuff on the way as well. So if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We're almost at 340 subscribers, on our way to 400. We're going up and up and up every day. So I really appreciate it. And you know what time it is? It's shout out time. It's shout out time. So I would like to give a shout out to one of our subscribers. And today I would like to shout out Ishmael Booth. Ishmael Booth, thank you so much for subscribing to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And I'm grateful for everyone that has hit that subscribe button. And I hope you're enjoying the content right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. Okay, let's get into it. Big news today. The biggest news in the pro wrestling world is Daniel Bryan and his contract that has expired with the WWE. So Daniel Bryan is no longer under contract with the WWE. It's reported all over the websites. Multiple pro wrestling websites have reported on it. So Daniel Bryan no longer under contract with the WWE. I'm reading here from 411 Mania. It says here, as reported last night, this was the original report from 411 Mania. It said, as reported last night, it's believed that Daniel Bryan's contract with the WWE has either expired or set to expire last week after his match with Roman Reigns on SmackDown. In an update, and here's the update. The update states Dave Meltzer noted that the WWE is pushing hard to get Daniel Bryan to sign a new contract with the company. The updated report also confirmed that Daniel Bryan's contract has indeed expired last Friday. Daniel Bryan is a free agent. And I bet you Tony Khan, when he heard about that, I bet a smile from ear to ear appeared on his face. I bet you that really got Tony Khan very excited. As a matter of fact, this very coincidentally, after this was announced, Tony Khan got on the internet, and it was reported that Tony Khan mentioned that AEW doesn't have the same match 17 weeks in a row like the WWE. So was he, giving a little hint there, a little nudge to Daniel Bryan, saying, hey, you come here, you're not going to be in the same match 17 weeks in a row. Probably not, but it's just funny how that came out right after, or almost right after this was reported. But Daniel Bryan, free agent. So what's next for Daniel Bryan? Where's he going to go? WWE reportedly trying to sign Daniel Bryan. They're pushing hard. I know they wouldn't want to let him go. And I know Daniel Bryan has said in multiple interviews that he would like to work for other companies besides the WWE. He actually said he would like to work for other companies while working for the WWE, but I think that's virtually impossible. I don't think that's I would say literally impossible. I don't think Vince McMahon would let him work for any other company while under contract with the WWE. There's no way he's going to be signing a contract with the WWE and they allow him to work in AEW. That's not going to happen. So my gut feeling is that Daniel Bryan is going to sign with another company. I don't think it's going to be long term. I don't think he wants to work full time. I think Daniel Bryan wants to do what Daniel Bryan wants to do, and whether it's signing with AEW for 3 months and then heading on over to Ring of Honor. I know he mentioned there's a couple of challenges in Ring of Honor that he would like to face. Now, there are a couple of wrestlers. Their name escapes me right now, but I know he did mention there are a few of them. Impact Wrestling, there's some interesting stuff there, possibly in Impact Wrestling for him, but I don't know if Impact Wrestling would be an interest to him. New Japan Pro Wrestling, we'd love to see him in G1. That's also another possibility. So I think Daniel Bryan has probably done everything that he's could do. Everything that he could do with WWE, I think he's done. I don't think there's anything left for him in the WWE, and I think we're going to see him move on. I really think we're going to see him move on, and we're going to see him. I don't know if there's a 90-day non-compete. I don't know if the contract expires if there's a 90-day non-compete. I would doubt it, but I could be wrong. But I think, as a matter of fact, it'd be silly. I don't think there is. They're not releasing him. His contract's expired, so he should be able to sign with whoever he wants to sign with. And I really think we're going to see him first in AEW because he's mentioned Kenny Omega. He's mentioned he would like to face Kenny Omega a number of times. So I think we'll see him in AEW. Besides Kenny Omega, there are other challenges, other fresh, nice matchups for him in AEW. And then I think we're going to see the Daniel Bryan tour. I think we're going to see him going from promotion to promotion to promotion, wrestling the guys that he wants to wrestle. I like Ring of Honor, like you said earlier. New Japan Pro Wrestling, as I mentioned. I'm trying to think of other promotions. Like there's like MLW, but I don't think we'll see him in MLW. Possibly Impact, as I said. I think that's in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as I mentioned that already. Going to Japan, even if it's like Pro Wrestling Noah or All Japan Pro Wrestling, there's interesting matchups to him there as well. But bottom line, I don't think he's going back. I think we're going to see Daniel Bryan. I think we're going to see Daniel Bryan doing the Daniel Bryan tour and not signing like he's going to be like TJP. Like TJP wrestles wherever he wants because he's not under contract with any promotion. You can see him in MLW. You'll see him in Impact Wrestling. You'll see him in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think that's the type of contract or that's the type of situation I think Daniel Bryan's going to want to be in. We look at EC3. EC3 went back to Impact Wrestling, but he wasn't really locked in. Then he went to Ring of Honor, but now he's signed a contract with Ring of Honor. But I think that's what Daniel Bryan's going to want to do. That's the way I feel. But then again, only Daniel Bryan knows what Daniel Bryan wants to do, and he may very well just re-sign with the WWE. You never know. That's a distinct possibility. But my gut feeling is he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Okay, tonight. MLW Lio Rush versus Myron Reed 2 takes place on MLW, and wow, it's going to be for the MLW middleweight title. This is going to be just a spectacular match. The first match that they had, Myron Reed was the middleweight champion. Lio Rush defeated him for the title. I was upset because Myron Reed is one of my favorite wrestlers, and tonight is the rematch, the huge rematch, and there's no doubt in my mind that Myron Reed is not regaining that title tonight. Myron Reed will be the MLW middleweight champion tonight when this match is over. 100% guaranteed. There's no way. I'm saying it right now. 100% guaranteed. Myron Reed will regain the title from Lio Rush, and it's going to be just a spectacular match. just like the first match was just fantastic. This one is going to be just as fantastic. Can't wait for it. Don't miss it tonight. MLW Fusion. It's the season finale. I think they have 2 months off after this. But Lio Rush, Myron Reed, the rematch is tonight. Can't wait for that one. It's going to be spectacular. And Alicia Atout apparently has breaking news. As Wrestling Inc. is reporting here. It says MLW to have breaking news tonight. It says in more news, MLW has announced that Alicia Atout will have breaking news to reveal during the show. The news will be related to the next season of MLW Fusion. I think the breaking news is just going to be that they're going to be wrestling in front of crowds. That's my prediction. That's my prediction on that. So my prediction on the breaking news is they're going to indicate that they're going to be wrestling in front of crowds. And my other prediction is Myron Reed will regain the MLW middleweight title tonight when he takes on Lio Rush in the rematch. So let's go, Myron Reed. Let's go, Myron Reed. So there you go. All right. So other news. MJF has indicated, it's pulling up here. MJF has indicated that he's open to working for other promotions after his contract is up with the AEW. Cultaholic here, article here on Cultaholic says, love him or hate him, it's hard to deny that MJF is arguably the future of AEW, if not the entire American wrestling industry. But while his loyalty to AEW is as strong as can be, wrestling is a business. And while talking to Steel Chair magazine, MJF highlighted his aims in AEW. until his contract expires in 2024, where his future may lie. So this is MJF talking. I'd say I'd be the near the end of my contract. I would be the I would be the AEW World Champion. I would still be a part of the greatest faction in professional wrestling, known as the Pinnacle. All of my brother in arms would have gold, and then at that point, the highest bidder, baby. Me and my boys, we're willing to go wherever the money's at. It's that simple. Don't get me wrong, AEW runs deep in me. I don't want to leave, but I'm a businessman. At the end of the day, I can't help myself. If somebody got an offer, if someone's got an offer for me, then I'm going to listen to it. Says the wrestling business is fickle and subject to change at the best of times. So who knows where MJF, AEW, or any other major promotion could be in the next few years. So MJF, I don't know if there's a storyline or if there's this really MJF being serious here, but I mean his contract's not up till 2024, so we got 3 years. He's got 3 years left on the contract. So and I don't know if this is not storyline. I don't know how Tony Khan would take to that, if that would upset him or not. I'm not sure, but it's kind of bold. If it's not storyline, it's kind of bold of him to say my contract's up in 3 years, but I'm already going to say that I'm willing to listen to other offers. It's kind of bold for him to say that. But I mean, do you want to anger your boss? So then again, it just could be storyline. It could just be MJF being MJF. You know how he likes to stay in character. So it could just be him in character here, but he says he's willing to entertain offers, and I can't think like when you're in AEW, and AEW is not going anywhere for quite some time, and in 2024 AEW will still be around and it'll still be very successful. The only other place for him to go would be the WWE. I don't think Impact Wrestling would have a shot at signing MJF. I don't think you'd want to go to Ring of Honor. Maybe New Japan Pro Wrestling, but you have the partnership now between AEW and New Japan, so they can actually send him on a talent exchange. But when he says he's willing to listen to other offers, there's only really one other company that would be able to match the money that he could get from AEW, and that would be the WWE. So who knows? Could we see him in the WWE and when his contract runs out? Anything's possible. Personally, I think he'd stay with AEW. I don't think he would leave, and why he would put that out there 3 years before his contract is up. Again, if it's not storyline, is beyond me. But hey, he says he's a businessman, and MJF says whatever MJF wants to say, and nobody can stop him from that. So he's his own person, and we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on this 3 years from now to see if when his contract is up. If I'm sure 3 years from now, I'll be reporting on his contract ending, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But as of right now, he says he's willing to entertain other offers when his contract is up in 2024. And last but not least, back to Tony Khan. Tony Khan has indicated, let's get it right here. Tony Khan has indicated that Double or Nothing will be at full crowd capacity, and that's absolutely fantastic news. The pandemic is coming to an end, baby. Thank goodness. AEW Double or Nothing will be at full capacity. And it's Tony Khan here, 411 Mania, again reporting, saying Tony Khan revealed that there will be a live event. Sorry, I jumped ahead of myself here. And it says, meanwhile, Fightful reports that during the same episode, Khan announced that AEW Double or Nothing, that AEW Double or Nothing on May 30th will be at full capacity, and this will be the first AEW show to allow full crowd capacity since March 11th of last year. Double or Nothing will happen at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, and Khan has revealed that there will be a live event on May 28th and a fan fest on May 29th ahead of the pay-per-view. So that's just fantastic news. Things are getting back to normal. Daly's Place, I think, holds about 4,000 people. So great stuff. I'm so happy that things are starting to get back to normal for professional wrestling. I know it's been a tough go for the last year. For professional wrestling, professional wrestlers, and professional wrestling fans, but things are starting to get back to normal again. Very exciting news. Looking forward to more full capacity crowds for AEW, for Impact Wrestling. They need to start getting back in front of a crowd. I know MLW, they're going to be in front of a crowd as well. Like I said, I think this big announcement or this breaking news tonight will be that the next set of the next season will be in front of live crowds. Ring of Honor looking to get back in front of crowds again. New Japan Pro Wrestling already in front of crowds. So things are getting back to normal. Thank goodness. And I couldn't be happier because I haven't been to a live professional wrestling show in over a year, and I'm looking forward to getting back. I'm looking forward to getting back to a live professional wrestling show. Looking forward for Impact Wrestling to come back to St. Clair's College for another TV taping. I need to get in front of a wrestling show. I'm looking forward to it. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.